If you've ever talked to someone who owns a Sony FX6 and you've asked them what they don't like, I can almost guarantee the one thing that everyone will agree on is the audio top handle. It's with good reason that people have these complaints about the audio top handle because on an otherwise almost flawless camera, it's a pretty big design flaw and just a massive brain fart by the design team.
It's unfortunate the AD had a brain fart.
I'm not quite sure how it got through. Alas, I think I've got us a little bit of a solution. If you're unaware, a short rundown, the FX6 doesn't have a single audio input on the body, not even a 3.5mm jack. All audio must run through the handle, and that handle connects to the body via some sort of proprietary connection. Thus, we can't input our own audio sources straight into the body. Now, the functionality of the handle that comes with the camera is great. It does have lots of custom buttons. You've got your record, your zoom rocker, and you've got a much better scratch mic than what comes inside the body, which is pretty rubbish. On the surface, it's a good handle, but it's plastic and it's expensive if it breaks. It also isn't great to be used with things like an easy rig, putting extra pressure through the plastic, or external monitors. Monitors need to be mounted in awkward positions or in the hot shoe, which isn't safe and it's an expensive fix. The other reason I personally don't like to mount my monitor to the hot shoe is it just makes a rig really tall. I like my rig to have a bit of a lower center of gravity. So this is my fix to all my problems. Starting off, we've got the Tilta advanced cage for the FX6. Now I went with this one for two reasons. First of all, I'd seen one in person and I liked the build, and second, it was affordable. As you start to move up through to cinema line cameras, Reds, stuff like that, all the accessories from camera companies like Wooden Camera or Bright Tangerine and so on, they just get so expensive, and that's saying something coming from me because I like to spend a lot of gear on a lot of money. Leave it in.
He's an idiot.
I like to spend a lot of money on a lot of gear. This kit comes with a dummy battery to V-mount adapter or gold mount if that's what you're using, and this is also secured in a second location to the top plate to make sure that battery's going nowhere. The external rigging on this cage gives me peace of mind that when I'm rigging things out, it allows some more options depending on what scenario I find myself in. Today it might be the small rig handle on the side, tomorrow it might be the cheese plate rods down below. It might be a follow focus or a wireless video transmitter. You name it, this rig has me covered. Up top, I added on a tilted top handle. This thing is absolutely solid, it's metal construction, it's way better than the Sony one, and that's exactly what I wanted. This handle is made exclusively for the FX6, so that means that all your monitor mounting spots are still there from the original handle. So on the side, I do have my Sony EVF monitor still there, and this just allows me to set touch tracking or go through menus. Because then up top, mounted via an 8-sin cold shoe mount, I have my Ninja V. This advanced kit does come with some 15mm rods, however I do prefer my small rig ones with a little cheese plate on there. Once again, more mounting options. This monitor mount isn't the best and it's not the worst, so take that for what it is. But I love the way I can have my monitor fairly flat while having that in the cold shoe on the handle. I just get a real nice low center of gravity. I love the way it feels. Now on to the most exciting part of this build, this little guy, the Tilta Mini Articulating Arm. I'm traditionally not a huge fan of magic arms, especially for mounting monitors, but this little guy, bloody beautiful. This little arm is built tough and solid, absolutely love it. Now initially I bought this for my Ninja because of the locating pins on the bottom of the Ninja, the back of the handle, and on both sides of this little arm. But currently I do prefer the position I can find my monitor in with my current mount, so for now I'm going to work with that. And also, I had an idea so crazy, it just might work.
But it just might work.
And boy did it work. I'd seen a few videos where people put their Rode Wireless Go's or the DJI mics and recorded audio into the Ninja, and I thought, why don't we just use an actual shotgun mic? So I put the Rode Video Mic Pro Plus on the end of this little arm, set it where I wanted it, ran the 3.5mm jack into the Ninja, and now we've got good shotgun audio going straight into our Ninja files. Shooting jobs with this setup is absolutely awesome. I do wish the handle had a record button, but hey look, it's not the end of the world, it works an absolute treat. Two things to remember if you do go with this setup: all your internal files from your camera will have just your standard scratch track audio. You will need to record into the Ninja, which means you'll need to have SSDs. Probably don't need to tell you that, but hey, someone will probably ask me that. And the second thing, if you're used to using a mirrorless or a DSLR camera, you'll be used to a Rode Video Mic Pro Plus turning on and off with your camera. That's not going to be the case here, so turn your mics on, don't get no audio. So that's my big audio fix for now. However, I've got bigger plans than this. I want to do more. I want to use XLR mics, they're way better quality. How can I do this? Well, here's the plan. First thing, I need to get a new V-mount plate. Condor Blue released a new one which tilts and it connects to 15mm rods. I think between the back of the plate and the back of the camera, I can squeeze a Zoom F3 in there. Now that means I can use my Rode NTG3 going straight into the XLR of the Zoom recorder while capturing a 32-bit float backup track. I can also take a line out from that into the line in of the Ninja and make sure I've still got my baked in track on my video files. That's my grand plan, 32-bit float in the Sony FX6. How awesome. I was pretty pumped about this, so if you enjoy the little things as much as I do, give the video a like, join the community, subscribe, and just be a part of things. You know, if you hate it, you can boogie, it's all good. Anyway, go listen to Hope by NF. I'll see you in the next one. Bye! Oh.